And
Man, but I don't see in no situation, in no scenario to where she could be the provoker.
you ain't just hear what I just said.
I know, but I'm saying, but in no, I don't care if she hit him first. In no situation that I could imagine her being the
Why?
provoker.
Why? Cause she a woman. Cause she's
Fuck no,
small. Cause she's small. What
no,
it
nigga,
is?
because man, if you sit back, you analyze this shit, he a fucking monster. Like imagine if you
I ain't
dealing with a
saying he not a
monster.
monster, but I ain't
That's what
saying
I'm
that
trying to
Cassie.
tell.
I ain't
That's what
saying.
I'm saying. You be behind, man.
Yeah. How you feel about How you feel about Cassie and Diddy, bro? How you think? How you feel about Diddy beating on Cassie like that on
I
camera?
feel I feel bad because nigga used to call me Diddy, man.
Yeah.
Had a nigga used to call me nigga used to call me that nigga like man, you act like Diddy. You heard me? You know, just on some like some big dog shit, smooth. You know, like
Yeah.
don't get it twisted. You heard me? My ball in Louisiana, so you know my hat nappy, but
Yeah.
you know, waved up, clean. You know, nigga, you know what nice shit. You know how I'm coming. So
Yeah.
niggas would call me Diddy. So when this situation happened, nigga. I had to damn near drop my head. I'm like, man, nigga, calling me this nigga, just especially all the allegations around this nigga, you heard me? And I'm like, you heard me? And I saw that footage with him and Cassie. I was believing this shit, you heard me? Like they said, believe, uh,
What you see and not what you hear.
yeah, half of what you see and none
Yeah.
of what you hear.
Right.
So I was still believing this shit because I'm like, man, there's too much shit in this nigga, you heard me? Like, you heard me? Just off of clips of seeing how the nigga act at times, you heard me? I'm like, man, nigga, yeah, you know, nigga with that money, niggas, when you got money, dog, you can do what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
Especially if you got this big old mansion, nigga. You got this big ass mansion, nigga. It's only you and your bitch and this motherfucker, and this bitch to piss you off, you heard me, bitch. You heard me? Take your phone, bitch. You know, like, I wouldn't do no shit like that, but I'm just saying, like, what I imagine the shit that he was doing, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just controlling, you know what I mean? And from seeing that shit, bro, man, Diddy a fucked up dude, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, he a perfect example of when you get the power, you hear me? Pay attention to your actions, bro. Cause he was abusing his power, you hear me? With his artists, you hear me? With his
Yeah.
family, with his
Yeah.
friends, you hear me? With his relationships, he was just abusing it, bro. He had too much power, bro. I
Yeah.
don't, I, that's fucked up, man. How you treated Cassie, bro.
That's the only thing.
I just,
That's the
and
only
let me
thing I don't
finish.
like about the whole situation. You heard me.
Yeah, let me finish.
When
Let
I
me
seen
finish
the
right
tape
quick.
and he kicked that bitch like a football. You heard me? Like he punted that hole. You heard me? That's how he kicked her in
And
the
he threw a
head.
vase at her.
Huh?
He threw a vase at her too.
Yeah, you heard me. When you do all that shit, bro, you heard me. Now I know how it be when you're there. You got a fucking woman punching on you and shit, so you got to fucking slap her or something to get her off you or something like that. But I ain't for beating on women. You heard me. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta. You dig? These women are dead, dog. They act like NBA young boy. You heard me? They won't fight. You dig? Especially when they don't get their way. You heard me? You dig? My daughter told me
And
too.
in that
My daughter,
situation, it wasn't her fighting. She was trying to walk to the elevator.
but we don't know what happened before that. We don't know what she did before that. Before she ran to the
I
elevator.
mean, I mean,
I ain't taking Diddy's side.
I
I'm
mean,
just.
but if you sit back and you analyze the shit, nigga, she in a hoodie, you hear me? Trying to grab our bags, got our bags, trying to flight to the elevator. Look like he was coming out the shower, you hear me? So she had to wait till the nigga go in the shower on some
I
with
can see the
the
shit.
Tina Turner movie. So I'm saying that's if you look at
And
that
he caught
movie,
her. He
just
caught her before she got out of there.
that one clip in that by the elevator was that whole movie. Not the whole movie, but the whole movie. You hear me? The
Yeah.
Tina Turner movie of shit that you can imagine. You hear me? When your boss is your boyfriend.
Yeah,
When your contracts, all your money, your accounts is tied to this nigga. So if you leave this nigga, you ain't taking nothing that he helped you got.
yeah,
So I can understand.
yeah,
That's why I feel like she stayed, but and then I'm gonna give out wrong too because you waited too long. You hear me?
bro. I see this here. If a nigga hit you the first or second time, you heard me, and then you be like, all right, man, I'm leaving, or I'm going to call the police on him, or whatever. You heard me. I can respect that. But if you stay in a relationship 3, 4, 5, 6 years,
10 years.
yeah, getting that abuse, bitch. You heard me. You like that shit, and you contributing to it. You heard me.
Yeah, yeah.
Gene Simmons, Puff Daddy, his old bodyguard said that Cassie was fighting that nigga too. You heard me? Like Diddy just hopped in the back of the limo one day. You heard me? He was the limo driver that said it. He hopped in the back of the limo. You heard me? And Cassie just stole on the nigga, hit him in the fucking eye. You heard me? Pow! You heard me? Now they in the back seat fighting and shit, but she the one hit that nigga first. You heard me? That what the limo driver said.
I'm
And
saying,
Gene,
but I don't see in no situation, in no scenario to where she could be the provoker.
you ain't just hear what I just said.
I know, but I'm saying, but in no, I don't care if she hit him first. In no situation that I could imagine her being the
Why?
provoker.
Why? Cause she a woman. Cause she
Fuck no,
small. Cause she small. What
no,
it
nigga,
is?
because man, if you sit back, you analyze this shit, he a fucking monster. Like imagine if you
I ain't
dealing with a
saying he not a
monster.
monster, but I ain't
That's what
saying
I'm
that
trying to tell.
Cassie. I ain't
That's what
saying
I'm
Cassie
saying.
innocent.
When she hop in that limo that day,
Yeah,
you don't know what he did before he even got in the limo. You
exactly.
don't know what he probably
We
did.
both don't know. We don't know what she did.
So when I'm saying when Tina got in that limo, after he was beating her every day before that, then she
I
got in that limo like
Tina,
you know,
look, Tina was innocent in this whole thing. That's Num Your Heart Ring get killed. Num Your Heart Ring get killed. You heard me? Like she Buddhist. She ain't trying to none of that fucking extra shit. You heard me? So Ike was just a fucking monster, and Ike was on cocaine. You heard me? Ike snorted so much cocaine, he got a hole going from here to here.
yeah,
Yeah, you heard me? Ike was just a monster. You
yeah,
heard me?
man. But Diddy, man, sticking to the Diddy question, bro, man. Diddy, man, like he deserve whatever coming to him, bro. I don't pray on a nigga downfall, but man, like just from what Biggie, you hear me? Like I think he the reason Tupac and Biggie dead.
Yeah,
I think he the reason. You hear me? I think you hear me. Cause you wanted to be in bigger position. You wanted to be the boss. And you wanted to be the motherfucking superstar. You hear me?
yeah,
But
yeah.
you wanted, Pop was on the other side. This nigga harder. You hear me? Getting all the girls. You hear me? I look back at the shit. I see when Pop died, Diddy was going at all his girls. You hear me? He started dressing like Pop. You hear me? Diddy, you was a
Flashy.
corporate type of nigga. You was a
He was
corporate
flashy.
type.
Look at his fucking old videos where the nigga used to wear the fucking flash, the fucking uh uh patent leather suits and shit. Him
Yeah,
and
but
Mace,
Diddy
you
was a
heard me?
corporate. He was a corporate type nigga. He was a schoolboy at first.
Yeah.
He ain't had no swag like that. You heard me tell you heard me being with Biggie and seeing how Pop was just really like, doing this shit.
And
So
Big got it from Pac.
yeah, Biggie got
Big
it
wasn't Big
from Pop.
wasn't wearing Versace and all that shit
He
until
got it
Pac
from
came
Pop.
around.
So I say I feel like Biggie Diddy knew one thing, man. Look, man, we go at these niggas, you hear me? They gonna, he's just thinking about the money. You hear me? That's my opinion. That he just thinking about the money. Like, man, them niggas go at it, man, get some money. You hear me? And fuck. Pac died first, right? So, I mean, I think that he was putting that pressure on like wanted the fans and everybody to believe. Cause from what I seen from the movie and shit, and from what I heard, like Biggie really honestly was like he had to do the robbery with him getting shot
Yeah.
in New York.
I don't think
You
he
hear
had
me?
nothing to do with that shit either.
So I think Diddy, you hear me, was just like fuck it, man, let him believe it. You hear me? So You know, Pac know you ain't did it, man. You know Pac know you, man. But behind Biggie back, he probably like promoting the shit. You heard me?
Yeah, yeah.
Adding fuel to the fire. You heard me? Fuck. Nigga probably, you hear me? Obviously, he got fucked up, you hear me, with Keefe D, you hear me? That shit came out years later, you hear me? And when Biggie went to LA, that nigga forced the man to go over that back to LA to tell me to promote the fucking album.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in Europe or something. He was supposed to go somewhere out the country. But
Yeah, and I'm
instead of
trying to
going out
leave
the
you.
country, you heard me, nigga done buck him up to go to LA in a wartime, you heard me? After Pac died, you heard me? Hey,
That's
we
why I say,
already know
man. That's why I say,
LA niggas gonna do what LA niggas gonna do, you feel
I
me?
don't know for sure if did it, but it's a strong possibility that he didn't. From what I see with Cassie, that he a monster. So I can't put nothing past the monster, bro.
I mean, getting away with shit 30 years.
30 years, too much power.
Yeah, yeah. That's a cold motherfucker, bro. That's a
Goodwill.